So we're continuing our discussion of the places where the setMap JavaScript function is going to be called, and we've just discussed how the function setMap is called in the save event when data is actually saved to the backend tables, and we've discussed how the data gets geocoded automatically. So if we go back to working preview over here now, and we go and for example, let's go now and edit this record and then submit, you can see that what happens is on the callback the data got geocoded, so there's new address information has been, new long lat information has been filled in here, and then the after save client-side event executed, which called the setMap function and plotted the data on the map automatically. So the last thing that we need to discuss about this repeating section is this little button over here which does the zip code lookup. And if we go back to controls and then look at that button, you can see that that's just simply an action JavaScript that says a zip code lookup from address, and we've said that the city field and state field and address field are all defined as follows, and then we'd like to do a lookup using those fields and then fill in the zip code field using a 5-digit zip code format. So now let's talk about what happens when we click on the plot route JavaScript, this button over here. So now when I go ahead and plot the route, you can see my pop-up window shows over here, and there's the route. I can click on items in the route. We also specified that this route is draggable, so you can actually move the route around if you so desire. And then the written directions for the route are over there. You can click on any individual item in the route to zoom the map to that particular point on the map. So let's go now and take a look at how we did that. So go back to the builder and now look at our plot route button. So we can see now that this action does two things. We've discussed the this action, the open Ajax window, which is just displaying the contents of that container in a pop-up window. But this first action, which is inline JavaScript, if we look at this action, it just simply calls a JavaScript function called plot route. So let's go now and take a look at that JavaScript function. So the route obviously is all of these latitude and longitude points for each row in the repeating section. So we go back now to JavaScript and look now at plot route. So the Dialog object has a method called harvest repeating section column, and what this method does is get all of the data in a particular column of a repeating section and retrieves it into a string that is delimited with whatever delimiter you want. So this could be a comma delimiter, or in this case I've chosen /n, which is a CRLF delimited list. \n is the JavaScript notation for a carriage return line feed. So I've got two JavaScript variables here called all_lat and all_long, and then I split on \n, which converts the strings into arrays. So now I have two arrays, one array called alat and one array called alng, and so from this these two arrays we're going to construct the JavaScript command to plot the route. So let's pause now and pick this up in the next video.